Hi everyone, Gav here from CSV Getter. I'm really excited to show you our brand new AI chatbot capabilities on the platform now. If you're not familiar with CSV Getter, it's a great place for connecting all of your apps and syncing data across platforms. So it's a perfect place to create an intelligent AI chatbot that understands all of your company data. So here I am. It's very easy to set this up. What you can do with this app is connect OpenAI. So we basically ask for you to put your OpenAI API key into CSV Getter. And what this is going to allow you to do is create OpenAI assistants with CSV Getter. And this is really powerful because these assistants can then be used as a kind of a white labeled ChatGPT. You're not just creating something for CSV Getter, you're creating something that you can develop further. And it's a great place to get started with it. And we've built a UI out for you to test your own assistant. So I'm going to go ahead and make this chatbot intelligent by connecting some data. So I'll choose Google Sheets as my data source. And what this is then going to do is this is then going to ask me to connect to Google in the account. So I can just go ahead and do that by going through the OAuth flow. Now that I've connected to Google, I can select one of my Google Sheets that I want to make available in my chatbot. So I'm going to have a look at events in Glasgow. So I've got a Google Sheet called What's on Glasgow, and that contains a whole bunch of events. In fact, I'll show you the Google Sheet. So this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. We've basically got some fake events, some times of when they're available. Right, so back to my export, I want to select Sheet 1, that's this tab here, so that's selecting the sheet. My Google Sheets export, I'll be a bit more specific here and say What's on Glasgow. So if you're not familiar with how CSV Getter works, we've basically created an export for this sheet, so we can copy the export URL. There's loads we can do. We can sync the sheet to Excel. This is not just an AI platform. It's kind of an all-purpose export tool. And now we've got our new chatbot here. We can go ahead and use this as a source. So I'm going to sync up my chatbot with the latest snapshot of What's on Glasgow. Now this can also be done automatically with a webhook as well, if you go ahead and deploying this assistant into another environment, for example. So that's all synced up. Tell me about what is going on in Glasgow. So we've essentially created a RAG system here. This is OpenAI, so we're kind of talking to ChatGPT, but it's doing a bit more than that. It's not just going to use the data that it was trained on. It's going to use what's basically in our RAG system now, what's in our Google Sheet as its first point of call when answering your questions. So if you hook this up with a whole bunch of data sources which contain your company data, you basically have a much more accurate ChatGPT. And as you can see, this is now answering based on the context of the sheet. And then you can go ahead and basically do anything you think of with AI. But what's great about this is you can open up OpenAI and really see what's under the hood. As I say, we've created an OpenAI assistant, and this assistant has an ID. You can adjust the system prompt. We've put in a default one for you, but you can have it behave differently depending on the context of how you want it to work in. You can change the model. You can update files anytime just by, as I say, pressing this button or using a webhook. And we'll probably build this into Scheduler soon as well. And of course, you can add loads of different data sources here. So it can basically build up a knowledge base for your assistant, and you're good to go. And there'll be many ways for you to tweak this as you go. And I'd be very excited to hear any feedback or suggestions or things that you build with this. But this is something we're developing out. We're going to make it stronger all the time. We listen to user feedback all the time and develop our products really quickly and proactively. So if you watch this video and you thought that's great, but it needs to do something different, then obviously just send us an email at info@csvgetter.com. We could probably make it happen for you. Okay, well, thanks very much for watching.